investis, de surmonter les grands défis
the major
qui définissent ce
challenges
moment
that define
charnière pour le
this pivotal
futur
moment in
du
the
Canada.
future of Canada.
In a more dangerous and divided world, geopolitical risks are rising, threatening our sovereignty. The global trading system, which has helped power Canada's prosperity for decades, is undergoing the biggest transformation since the fall of the Berlin Wall. At home, our long-standing weak productivity is straining government finances, making life less affordable for Canadian families and threatening to undermine the sustainability of vital social programs on which Canadians rely. Canada's new government has immense responsibility to address these challenges head-on, with focus, with determination, and with innovation. In this, our government will be guided by the priorities His Majesty the King outlined in the speech from the throne. Mr. Speaker, the government welcomes yesterday's decision by the U.S. Court of International Trade, which is consistent with Canada's long-standing position that the U.S. IEEPA tariffs were unlawful as well as unjustified. That said, we recognize that our trading relationship with the United States is still profoundly and adversely threatened and affected by similarly unjustified 232 tariffs against steel, aluminum, and the auto sector, as well as continuing threats of tariffs against other strategic sectors, including lumber, semiconductors, and pharmaceuticals. It therefore remains the top priority of Canada's new government to establish a new economic and security relationship with the United States and to strengthen our collaboration with reliable trading partners and allies around the world. Nous saluons la décision
We
hier
welcome the
du
decision
tribunal
of the United
du
States
commerce
International
international des
Trade
États-Unis,
Court,
mais il reste d'autres
but
tarifs
other
injustifiés
unjustified tariffs
et
remain,
trop d'incertitudes.
and there is still too much uncertainty.
Notre économie demeure
Our
menacée.
economy is still under
Par
threat.
conséquent, nous
Therefore,
demeurons
we
concentrés
must
sans
remain
relâche
focused
sur la nécessité
and
d'obtenir
relentlessly
la
in our
meilleure
efforts to
entente
secure the
commerciale
best possible
possible
trade agreement
pour
for
les
Canadian
entreprises et les
businesses
travailleurs
and workers.
canadiens. Pour le faire, Monsieur le
To
Président,
do so, Mr.
nous
Speaker,
prendrons le temps
we will
nécessaire
take the time
sans
necessary,
plus.
but no more.
In parallel, we will work with the provinces and territories to build one Canadian economy by removing internal barriers to trade and labor mobility, and identifying and expediting nation-building projects that will connect and transform our country. We will bring down costs for Canadians and help them get ahead, including through the middle-class tax cut and by cutting the GST for first-time home buyers, measures that are now before this House. We will make housing more affordable by unleashing the power of public-private cooperation, catalyzing the housing industry, and creating new careers in the skilled trades. We will protect Canadian sovereignty and keep Canadians safe by strengthening the Canadian Armed Forces, securing our borders, and bolstering law enforcement. We will return overall immigration rates to sustainable levels while attracting the best talent in the world to help build our economy. We will spend less on government operations so Canadians can invest more to build Canada strong. Day-to-day government spending, the government's operating budget, has been growing by an unsustainable 9% every year. We will bring that rate down to 2%, less than half the average nominal rate of growth in the economy. We will not cut transfers to provinces, territories, or individuals. Instead, we will balance the operating budget over the next 3 years by cutting waste, by capping the public service, ending duplicative programs, and deploying technology to boost public sector productivity. Government must become much more productive by deploying AI at scale, by focusing on results over spending, and by using scarce taxpayer dollars to catalyze multiples of private investment. In all our initiatives, Canada's new government will be guided by our conviction that our economy is only strong when it serves everyone. That means bringing costs down. That means helping Canadians to get ahead. Canadians will keep more of their hard-earned money with a middle-class tax cut that will take effect by Canada Day, saving a two-income family up to $840 every year. Nous allons protéger et élargir
We will protect and expand programs that save Canadian families thousands of dollars per year,
notamment ceux
including pharmacare and
et les
childcare.
garderies. Et attente, la portée du régime canadien
And
de
we
soins
will expand
dentaires pour
the
que
Canada
8
Dental Care
millions de
Plan
Canadiens et
so that 8
Canadiennes
million more
puissent
Canadians
y
can
avoir
access it
accès et
and
économiser
save
plus de
more than $800
$800
a year.
par année. Nous allons ouvrir pour apporter le
We will
changement
work
pour le
to deliver the
Canadien
change
canadien
Canadians
mérite,
deserve
sans pour autant perdre de vue
without losing
qui
sight
définit
of what
le
defines
Canada.
Canada.
Le Canada est
Canada
un pays
is a
où l'on
country
célèbre notre
that
diversité.
celebrates its diversity,
Un pays fièrement bilingue
a proudly
qui
bilingual
fait
country
rayonner
that promotes
la langue
the
française.
French language,
Un pays où l'on perd
a
soin.
country that cares for its
des
most
plus
vulnerable,
Un pays qui apprécie
a
et
country that
valorise
appreciates and
son
values
patrimoine
its natural
naturel.
heritage,
Un pays qui a confronté
a country
la
that has
vérité
faced the truth
et où pour la
and is working
réconciliation
toward
avec les Premières
reconciliation with
Nations,
First Nations,
les Inuits
Inuit,
et les Métis.
and Métis peoples.
Un pays où on
A country
où l'on respecte
where we
et
respect
défend
and
l'état
defend
des
the
droits
rule of law
et les institutions
and democratic
démocratiques.
institutions.
Canada's new government will protect, reinforce, and promote our official languages. We will ensure the sustainability of the vital social programs on which Canadians rely. We will protect our natural heritage and fight climate change. We will advance reconciliation with Indigenous peoples. We will uphold the rule of law, protect our democratic institutions, and reinforce the unity of our country. We will protect what makes Canada, Canada. Dans son discours,
In
Sa
his
Majesté
speech,
le Roi
His
a
Majesty the
abordé
King
l'histoire unique du
touched on
Canada.
Canada's unique history.
Notre souverain incarne
Our sovereign
l'héritage britannique
embodies
du Canada,
Canada's
qui est
British
une source
heritage,
de fierté
which is a source of pride
pour
for many of
beaucoup
us.
d'entre nous. Je m'adresse à vous
I am
aujourd'hui
speaking
en
to you
français.
today in French,
Grâce à l'apport de la culture des
thanks to the
Québécois,
contribution of
des
Quebecers
Québécoises et des francophones
and
du partout
francophones
du pays
from across
qui
our
définit
country
l'identité
who
canadienne.
define Canadian identity.
Ce Parlement,
This
bâti
Parliament,
sur des terres dont les
built on
peuples
lands
autochtones
that
ont
have been
été
cared for
gardiens depuis des temps
by
immémoriaux,
Indigenous peoples
fait
since time
maintenant
immemorial,
place à
now
un
includes a
nombre
record
très
number
tôt
of elected members
d'élus métis,
from the
Inuits
Métis, Inuit,
et issus des
and
Premières
First
Nations.
Nations communities.
En bref, le Canada est plus qu'une nation. C'est une
Canada is more than a
confédération
nation. It is a
fondée
confederation
sur
founded
l'union
on the union
de peuples.
of peoples.
Et l'approche de notre gouvernement
And our
va
government's
refléter
approach
cette
will
réalité.
reflect this reality.
To deliver the change that Canadians deserve, we will work constructively across parties in Parliament. We will work in true partnership with territories, provinces, and Indigenous peoples. We'll bring together labor, business, and civil society to advance nation-building projects and investments needed to create the strongest economy in the G7. Mr. Speaker, Canadians voted last month for big, bold changes. They called for a transformative plan for a confident, independent nation. They called for unity. Our plan is bold. Our plan is transformative. Our plan is unifying. Its success will breed more success. As Aristotle taught, and Canadians instinctively know, we become just by doing just acts, brave by committing brave acts. When we work together, unity grows. When we work together, Canada grows. Mr. Speaker, throughout our history, there have been turning points when the world's fortunes were in the balance. That was the case at the start of the Second World War, just as it was at the end of the Cold War. And each time, Canada chose to step up, to assert ourselves as a free, sovereign, and ambitious nation, to lead on the path of democracy and freedom, and to do so with compassion and generosity. Mr. Speaker, we are once again at such a hinge moment. Now is the time to address the challenges and seize the associated opportunities with urgency and determination. Parce que nous sommes maîtres chez nous.
Because
Afin
we
de
are masters
contrôler
in our
notre
own home.
destin, il nous faut
In order to
accomplir des
control
choses qui,
our own destiny,
auparavant,
we will
auraient
need to accomplish
semblé
things
impossibles
that would previously have seemed
à un
impossible.
rythme sans précédent.
And we need to do so at an
Il nous
unprecedented
faut
pace.
assurer notre prospérité dans un monde qui a été
We need to
profondément
protect our
transformé.
prosperity in a deeply
Now is
changed
the time
world.
to build a Canada worthy of its values, a Canada worthy of its people, a Canada for all and for all times. Thank you.